Hello everyone, good morning. I am Marian Grace Celeste. I am here in front of you to present the plan regarding the operational change in our organization. So, when COVID came, a lot of changes happened in our life. Not just with ourselves, but also a lot of businesses impacted of COVID-19. One of the most impacted business all over the world is the restaurants. So remember, before COVID, restaurants are filled with people who love to dine in. Nothing could be further than the present reality. Eateries that were packed to the gills and diners and patron enjoying a drink after a long week now lie almost bare. As many restaurants aren't allowed to seat more than 25% of their overall dining capacity. The changes that being implemented in the restaurant through guidelines, it may be a long time until we return to the dining life we once knew. So some of the changes that needed to focus are on the following. Number one, the permanently reduced seating space. So the seating space, like most of the seating space are overloaded, like six people of one table, but now we will be doing two people for one table. More automated checkout points. So with this, like, we will be accepting cards instead of cash. Less staff, greater online presence. So we will be having a online orders. We will be having a online orders. So for the people who can't come to the restaurant, we will also prefer them to order online to be safe. Customers and staff is required to wear face mask all the time. Thermal scanning. So before entering when the customer came in, before they will enter the restaurant, we will be doing a thermal scanning for them. Social distancing, 1.5 meter distance. And we will be also having a sanitation station available. So we will be putting some sanitizers for the customer to sanitize their hands. But also we have a tap water if they don't want to use the sanitizer, if they are more comfortable with the water. So our overall objectives here is the restaurant will provide a good services and satisfaction for the customers. So giving them the services that convenient to them and to secure their safety when dining with a restaurant. So the task required to implement the change. So first is we were going to create a sense of urgency. Second is the formation of a coalition. Third is creating a vision. Fourth is communication is a key. Fifth, get rid of roadblocks. Sixth is the short-term rewards are very important. Seventh is the growth is continuous. Eighth is we will anchor the change. 9 is plan the change properly. 10, review and report the consequences of change. And 11 is work on the risk involved in implementing the change. There are also here is the list of the resources that we will need. So the first is the people that we need, especially for the waiter or the waitresses, and also for the chef. Second one is the materials and supply. So the materials are and supply that being used, like for the sanitation station, that the customers and the staff will use, and the other equipment that being added in everyday transaction, like the screens that we were going to put when the customers ordering, like the tubs, tablets, or etc. So money, so we must have enough budget for purchasing the needed equipment for the said change. And also for the facilities, so the facilities must be comply all the things that being needed in the operation. So the appropriate time frame for this change is 3 weeks period of time. And the people who will be responsible or involved for this change are: first is the owner, second one is the manager, the third one is the staff, like the chef, the waiters, and the cashier. Also adding for that, we will be strictly implementing this protocol to our staff as well as to our customers, so that everyone will feel safe whenever they are dining with us. So since the pandemic happened, there is a big loss for the restaurant industry, since people are just staying home for how many months. So the organizational and legislative requirements that applicable both the staff and for the customers are the work health and safety, including the workplace hazards, the labor laws, the effective hygiene, cleaning, and sanitizing disinfection. So that's our organizational and legislative requirements. So that was all the plan that we will be planning to be implemented as soon as possible. So any suggestions and opinion regarding the plan that I have presented? Yes, Chloe? So your opinion is, instead of listing their name manually, writing it to the paper, so you suggest to have a QR code. Okay, so QR code. So instead of listing their names manually, we can do or have a QR code for faster transaction and avoiding on more contact with people. So that's a great opinion. So we can add that. We can add that to our plan. QR code. So any opinions that you would like to share with me? Ah, that's great. That's cool. Yes, we will be the one who will provide for our staff, especially their mask and all the sanitizers that we will be going to use. We are the one who will provide that in the future. Okay, Judy, your opinion here, or your suggestion, or you asked me a question about what if one of our staff will get affected with COVID-19. So that question is yeah, because every one of us will be experiencing that in reality. So if one of our staff will be affected with the COVID-19, is we will do immediately a contact tracing, especially for our customers who dine in with us. And also we will disinfecting our all of the facilities. Like, we will be closing for 1 day to disinfect the restaurant, to avoid to avoid um to avoid other people will get the COVID-19. Yes, thank you so much for all your opinions and suggestions regarding with our plans. So any opinions or suggestions? Okay, if none, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that every one of us will be cooperating with this change that we will be implementing in our organization. So thank you so much and have a nice day.